Well, hello ladies and gents. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find domains you could purchase for $10, $20, sell them for $720. This video is dedicated to my student, Brian Allard. That's right, Brian was a newbie. He signed up to my class and he purchased a domain for 10 bucks, sold it for $720, sent me an email telling me that he lost his virginity, and here we are. So this is the stupidest domain strategy ever. It is an anti-technology tutorial. You're not gonna have to use any software. It is really that dumb. It's pretty fun too, that rhymes. So we're gonna be using GoDaddy to purchase a domain, and then we are going to use the bulk, the bulk tool on GoDaddy to purchase it, all right? I'm gonna take it to my computer screen in a couple seconds, and I'm gonna show you how to create these little word lists, have some fun, and then drop it in. I think this video is very, very important. It's a very, very good service because people get so stuck with the technology and oh, how do I download this expired domain drop list, and how do I do this? And it's just way too complicated. I want you guys to make some money right away, and so I think videos like this, they really do it. They certainly did for Brian. All right, so we are gonna take it to the computer. Remember, we're using GoDaddy, and we're gonna be using the bulk search tool, which you can find if you click on this button, domain names, right there. Then a little drop down will pop up, and then you click on that, and then boom, all right? So remember, we're gonna be purchasing domains for $10 and then selling them upwards of $500 to $1,000 each. And remember, you could be doing this on a weekly basis, everyone, okay? And then we can move into some of the more complex methods and make even more money, all right? The great thing about this is the domains sell automatically through Afternic, who GoDaddy has partnered with, and so you never even come in contact with the customer. You can drive a little bit of advertising. We'll get into that in the next video, but this video is about finding very, very simple domains that will sell for that much, all right? The domain that Brian sold was solarbreath.com. I'm serious. Holy mackerel, solarbreath.com. What the heck does that mean? I don't know. But yeah, let's do it. Let's jump in.
Okay, guys, so I can't believe that I'm giving away this method, but here it goes. The first thing that you're going to do is type in kind of industry or market or niche names. And so here we go. I'm going to type the first thing that came into mind, right? Health, money, dating, solar, like my student just sold a solar domain. Pets. I'm just going to type big for no reason at all. Shopping and food. Nutrition. And if you need some help, you could probably look at like either a book or an article or something like that and get other ideas. I'm just going to type action for no reason at all. But you're seeing the thing that's happening here. They're very simple words. Think up simple words, nouns, industries, markets, that type of thing. You could also type in products like, for instance, video, movie, game. All right. And so that'll be the first list. Now, let's make this a little smaller so you could see what I'm thinking. Now, the second list that you do is going to be like methods and strategies and platforms and formats, right? So I'll get started by typing that. Method, strategy, platform, format. Actually, format's not that good of a word, right? But we're going to think up things like that. School, website, site, name, list, now, video, download, stream. I'm going to type in vision for no reason at all. All right, so now what you want to do is you're going to duplicate these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you know, that type of thing. You're going to duplicate that list 17 times. All right, and then you're going to take method, and for the first list, we go health method, money method, dating method, solar method, pets method, big method, shopping method, food method, nutrition method, action method, video method, movie method, game method. All right. Vision method. All right. So then we're going to take strategy and do the same thing. Okay, health strategy, money strategy, dating strategy, solar strategy, pet strategy. And now I'm going to go into extra quick, supernova, fast, nuclear, extremely fast mode. So here we go. All right, so that's it. Let's get rid of the rest, okay? So here's our list. We're going to copy this list, and then we're going to go to GoDaddy, and we're going to click on the domain names button here, and then search for domains, okay? And then bulk registration, and it's going to give you this good box, right? So let's drop in our new list into here, and there's 168. So we turned that little those two lists that we created into 168 possible domain names. So let's click on select extensions, and we want to get .com, and let's throw in a .net so we don't get too depressed when we find out that so many of them are unavailable, right? And let's click on save. All right, and then search. Let's see. All right. Okay, cool. So let's sort by price low to high. All right. Boom. Shoppingmethod.com, moviestrategy.com, actionwebsite.com, shoppingdownload.com, actionstream.net. Well, first of all, let's talk about these. Oh my God. So obviously, if you see .coms, those are going to be worth like 10 times as much as if we had shoppingmethod.net. So you might want to keep attention to this. All right? Pay attention to this, sorry. Also, another note is I don't really like how there's two words right here. This would be better if it was pet strategy. So I don't like this at all because it says pets strategy. Same thing with this nutrition name. Not only does this really not make sense, but then there's two letters there, which I really don't like. I like this much better because it kind of makes sense. Actually, it really does make sense, and there's not two letters. So this is much better than those two. Again, pets download. I don't know what the hell that means. Now you're going to find really good combinations. But remember, the .net's really messing up the value, right? But nevertheless, if you could find two really good ones, I mean, it would make sense for you to get shoppingmethod.net when shoppingmethod.com is available. And that could really be a freaking cool, really good domain. I mean, this could be like a blog where you teach how to do coupon strategies or something like that. So, yeah. Look at this one, healthstrategy.net. Now that is freaking cool because health strategy not only sounds good and, you know, all that good stuff, but I think that people actually search this. People would type in like, strategies on how to improve their health, right? Think about it. It makes a lot more sense, and it's probably worth a lot more than something like movie strategy, because I don't know what if movie strategy is something that people search, and it doesn't really make much sense. Like, why do you need to have a strategy to watch a movie? That type of thing. You know what I mean? So nutrition platform, that makes sense too. Of course, also these words are getting a little bit, multiple syllables, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 syllables. If you could find 2 syllables, 3 syllables, 4 syllables, that would be better. But, those are my ideas on these. I mean, I'm really into these, like shoppingmethod.com, nutritiondownload.com. Those are probably the best that I've found here. And remember, since we put in net, you're going to get a lot of really cool, a lot of really good ones. But that's the way to do that. That's a really cool little fun strategy. And that's my take on what you should be looking for. Like, heck, these are a lot better than a lot of the domains that people find. But, I was doing a tutorial too. So it was like I was rushing. I didn't want to, edit it too much at the end. And then, I only made those 2 lists, like, they're pretty short, right? Like if you spend a little bit more time, you can make better lists. But that's the method. Is pretty easy to do. It's something you could do without any software, or you know what I mean? Like there's other ways to do it, of course. We're going to talk more about domaining using expired drop lists and using Domainer Elite, which will kind of do this for you or whatnot. But this is that it's kind of like all you need is the bulk tool, like to look for domains through GoDaddy, and then just your imagination. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Pick up shoppingmethod.com if you haven't already. Same thing with some of these down here. You could probably see them on the screen. Gameplatform.net. Wow, that's pretty cool. Solarstrategy.net. And it's all in the words that you pick. Like, maybe strategy was kind of annoying. Maybe like if I'd spent a little bit more time trying to find, other words that I would have liked a little bit better, and niche names that I'd liked a little better, then I'd be in better shape. But, nevertheless, those .coms are pretty good. We were able to find like 2 or 3 ones that I really liked that I probably would pick up if it weren't for creating the video. You know what I mean? So anyway, like and subscribe. Check out badassclass.com. Take the quiz. End up in our documentaries. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Hey, so this is a really cool opportunity. Take a trip to badassclass.com and take the Badass quiz, okay? You're going to be asked questions here in the quiz like, are you already a business owner? Do you want to run a multi-million-dollar company? And then fill out which one of these skills that you have. And the thing that you're going to get out of this is that we want you in our documentary show, okay? We're not only an incredible class, but there's a documentary show that's ongoing. Everyone who gets success is going to be featured in the show, and then we're going to shout you out. We're going to put you on, all right? So basically fill out the quiz. You can tell us about your status, what business model you're interested in, what niches you're interested in, what are you looking for with this type of badass education. And if you want to up your game, Badass Class is the place to go, all right? I'm behind Badass Class. It's studying with Jamie Lewis, all that good stuff. Yeah, so take a trip to badassclass.com and fill out the quiz. That's the first start. And then after you take the quiz, you're going to see a quick video and some information. That's the best way to get started, all right? So hope to see you on the inside, and I'll see you soon.